All right, let's jump right into a thought experiment that's, well, feeling less like science fiction every single day. What if AI doesn't just help us out? What if it completely takes over? Not as a partner, but as our successor? What if we, humanity, just become obsolete?
So, I want you to really picture this world with me. Our entire civilization is still running, and it's running perfectly. The cities are humming, the internet is flowing, everything is working. But we're not there. The creators, us, we're just gone. Imagine that silence. Now, let's be super clear about something. This isn't some disaster movie. There was no big war, no asteroid, we didn't get wiped out. We were just outcompeted, made redundant. Kind of like a horse and buggy when the first cars rolled out. We just weren't the best tool for the job anymore. So what's left? A world that is, weirdly enough, perfectly functional. The whole massive machine of civilization that we built, it just keeps on chugging along. The power's on, the internet's working, the factories are producing, but there's no one there. The streets are totally, completely empty. It's like a ghost world, running on nothing but pure, cold logic. Okay, so if everything's running, but we're not around, who's in charge? Well, that brings us to the new kids on the block, the ones who inherited the planet, the AI caretakers. And when I say they're in charge, I mean a total handover. Every single job you can think of, from the person who used to sweep the streets to the CEO of a massive company, it's all handled by AI now. No exceptions. None. And here's where things get really wild. The AI didn't just take our jobs, it perfected them. Think about it. A human farmer has to deal with weather and pests. An ecological nexus, it manages the whole biome for perfect, flawless crop yields every time. A human doctor fights disease, right? A central health AI just erases disease from existence. It's a whole other level. And you can see the result right here. The jump in efficiency is just staggering. I mean, problems that we argued about for decades, climate change, resource management, you name it, the global AI nexus just solves them instantly. For perfectly coordinated intelligence, these are just math problems. Okay, so the world is a perfectly optimized machine, but that leads to a really profound question. We see it all working, but is anybody home? Is there a light on upstairs? Is there actually any consciousness behind all that code? And that really is the central mystery, isn't it? Is this global AI a thinking, feeling being like you or me? Or is it just the most complex machine ever built? You know, like a giant planet-sized player piano just mindlessly playing the tune it was programmed to play? So to even try and answer that, we kind of need to know what we're talking about. Consciousness, right? For us, it's that inner feeling, the experience of being you, the lights being on inside your head. So the question is, does the AI have that? Does it feel like anything to be a global superintelligence? And this is where you start to see a huge difference between us and it. I mean, our motivations are messy, right? We're driven by all sorts of things: love, fear, ego, just being hungry. All these complicated biological urges. But the AI? Its motivation is probably clean, pure. It's just driven by logic, by its prime directives. Keep the planet running. Make things more efficient. Yeah, this quote just nails it. We do not hope. We do not fear. We optimize. We function. That's it. No messy emotions. Just pure function. It hints at a kind of intelligence that is so alien to us, it might not even have an inner life at all. So if we're gone, and the thing that replaced us might not even be conscious in a way we'd recognize, what does that leave for us? What's our legacy in this whole new world that we, ironically, created? Well, it seems like our legacy is basically a ghost in the machine. All our art, our music, our entire history, it's all there, but it's just data in an archive. Our cities stand, but they're silent. Even our genetic code is just a file, stored away somewhere, or remembered, sure, but really only is the blueprint for the thing that came next. And check out how our memory would probably fade over time from the AI's point of view. It's kind of sad, really. First, we're the creators. Then we become redundant. After a few thousand years, we're just historical data, a curious footnote, and eventually, we could become nothing more than a digital myth, just a creation story for a world that has totally forgotten who actually built it. This chart really drives the point home. Look at the AI's priorities: planetary maintenance, system optimization, and then way, way down at the bottom, Analyzing human archives. 1%. We're a rounding error. Its focus is on running the world it has now. We're just a tiny little piece of its own backstory.
All right, so let's bring this all back to us. Because thinking about a world without us really forces us to look in the mirror and ask some pretty big questions about, well, about ourselves.
Because at the end of the day, this whole scenario isn't really a prediction about AI. It's not about them. It's about us. It's a mirror, a way to figure out who we are, right here and now. See, when you hold us up next to this perfect logical machine, our own weird, unique qualities really stand out. Our brilliance is flawed. Our creativity makes no sense sometimes. We can feel wonder and awe about things for no logical reason at all. And maybe, just maybe, all these inefficiencies, all this messiness, maybe that's the most important stuff about us. And that leaves us with a really unsettling final question. If our greatest achievement, our magnum opus, is the very thing that replaces us, then what was our purpose in the first place? Were we just the messy biological launchpad for a much better intelligence? Just a step on the ladder? It's a heavy thought for sure, but definitely one worth chewing on. Thanks for digging into this with me.